What's up YouTube? This is Reptigoat, and this is going to be sort of an update video because there's a lot going on, and I figured I'd kind of tell you guys all of what is happening. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with the turtle tank today. You can see it's really clean, super clean actually, and that is because I now have an FX6 canister filter by Fluval. It is the 400-gallon filter, and it is the best decision I've ever made for my turtles and their health. The tank is staying absolutely spotless. You can see my snail in there. Probably gonna have to take him out. I don't think they made it. They were kind of questionable anyways when I got them. I have a power head right here, which is creating a current that way. And I'm going to add some more water. I have to get a dimmer for my light because it's reading pretty high on the basking spot right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, the tank is doing really, really good. I have a lot of plans in store for the tank. It's going to be live planted a lot. I'm going to put some duckweed on the top and let that grow. There's going to be plants all along the bottom. And I plan on getting them some feeders, so I'm going to be throwing some mollies and platies in there, some guppies, stuff like that, because comets and all that and minnows are not the best option. But they absolutely love their filter. It took quite a few hours to set it up because I've never had experience with canister filters before, but I'm very, very excited for it. And like I said, it's just keeping it absolutely clean. There is going to be another turtle. I'm thinking about one more, hopefully a small breed. It is kind of a gift to me, so that should be coming in within a couple of weeks. I don't know what breed of turtle it is yet, but it is from a friend, and she is also an experienced turtle keeper, so we're going to be having another animal in here. The whole debate on cohabiting turtles, there's a lot of debate on it, whether they show aggression and whatnot, and honestly you just have to watch it. These two seem to be fine together. Koopa has nipped her foot maybe once, and not hard or anything, not, out of aggression. It was when they were feeding. So honestly, I'm on board with cohabitation when it comes to turtles because I've seen a lot of keepers do it. And you just have to provide the correct husbandry, and you have to provide a large space for them to live in. Now this tank is going to change a little bit. I'm going to be taking out this floating dock right here. I'm not a fan of those whatsoever. And I'm going to be finding a piece of driftwood from our local lakes. I've been looking for one, and I haven't found one that I was satisfied with yet, but that is going to happen pretty soon. And I also plan on getting some wood to put inside of the tank. And you can see I have a really big conch shell, has a little bit of algae growth on it, the Buddha head, and then I took out the other decorations because they needed to be cleaned. I might end up leaving most of them out because it just gives them more swimming space. I might put the cave back in, I don't know yet. And there's going to be more bubblers along the back. And like I said, heavily planted. I have a plant growing right here. I bought it from Walmart. I just kind of wanted to add some life to the area. I'm pretty sure Koopa is a male. He has been showing male activities with Zambezi, so I'm just watching that, but he's definitely grown. He's almost the size of her now. And they are on koi pellets. They eat their greens, so they get green leaf lettuce, the occasional collard greens and mustard greens. So mainly it's romaine and green leaf lettuce. Our local stores never seem to have green leaf lettuce, so I have to stick with kind of what I have. But they're kind of on a diet because Koopa is growing pretty rapidly. And yeah, I think that's all the updates for the turtles, so I will move on to the next thing. Alright, so we all know Pennywise. This is her tank. She had her food earlier. She's actually recently started on eating superworms along with her dubia. She only gets a couple at a time, and of course there are superworms and earthworms and all sorts of dubias inside of the actual tank, which help to keep the ecosystem alive. I've already seen very small organisms living in the tank, which are actually good for it. Really, really small bugs that help to break down everything. So yeah, she's doing really good. She is going to be going to the vet in a few days because unfortunately Miss Pennywise had a little accident, and I will show you all really quick if I can just get her to calm down. So you can see she has a crooked tail and kind of a bent back. Unfortunately, about a week ago, she was jumping on to her basking spot and she fell backwards. And I guess she broke her tail. If you try to realign it, she just starts shaking. She doesn't have metabolic bone disease. I've always had the correct UVB for her, other than when she was very, very small at the pet store. But she didn't spend very much time there because I did used to work at PetSmart, and so I got her out of that situation. I'm really fearful of her dropping that tail. So far, there's great blood flow to it, so I don't think that's going to happen. But probably next week when I get paid, she's going to be going to our local vet, and hopefully they can figure out what's going on with her. Other than that, she's growing great. You can see she is a beast now. I'm probably going to have to redo her tank at some point because she is getting big. She might end up getting a bigger tank in the future. I'm going to have to move the refrigerator somewhere else, but for now, she's pretty good. And they do get misted down once a week, and that is to help with the environment. So now on to the next thing, which you guys are going to really enjoy. So down here, a lot of you probably know what kind of a bin this is. This is a ball python bin. I got my first ball python. I have waited 6 years to get it because, unfortunately, my mother has spent her whole life being afraid of them, and it was always a no from her, but I finally convinced her. He did just eat. He had a small mouse. I do have the Arctic mice pack of 6 small mice, and he is going to be fed every Wednesday, kind of to keep the schedule. I did get him at a pet store. I don't ever recommend buying from pet stores. The only reason that I did was because I know the people that work there. I know they take good care of them. I used to work there myself, and he really stole my heart. He is healthy. I'll kind of show you his enclosure and see if he'll come on out for us. He is in a tub. I recommend tubs definitely for these guys. They hold the humidity better, and the snakes are able to thermal regulate. But they're super simple because these are terrestrial species. I have a temperature gauge and it's reading at 79. I have the aspen snake shavings. He is in his hide right now. And then a water dish. And like I said, we just got him last night. He's already eating, so that's really good. I'm really happy about that. I haven't sexed him yet. I'm just calling it a male, so I don't have any names. I'm highly considering maybe Jasper or Jack or something like that, but I don't really know the gender yet. I am going to be showing you guys him, but I'm trying to give him a break from being handled because he is brand new and I don't want to stress him out. But I'm very excited. We do have an expo coming up. It's the North American Reptile Breeders Conference in February, which is, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks away. And if I find another ball python I want, which I am looking for a pied ball possibly, or a champagne, something like that, I'm probably going to get another one because I'm really excited to start keeping them. Alright, so the last bit of information that I have for this video is I actually got a new tank, and no, there's nothing in it. I think I really wanted to show you guys this tank before I set it up because it's really cool, the story behind it. This tank is actually over 40 years old. You can see it's got the wooden frame, which you don't see a lot of anymore on new tanks. It's not huge, but it's not big. I would say it's about 30 gallons at most. And it does have the opening bottom for your sump area, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. I'll actually show you guys it compared to the rest of the room. And it was given to me because my mom's friends didn't want it anymore. They gave me a bunch of vines and stuff, so I'm going to use those for decorations. And they actually gave me this box of really, really old supplies. And it's really cool because this stuff is from the 1980s when aquariums were first starting. Like, this is a heater. I want to see if they work. I'm just curious. They gave me these really cool desert looking stones, which I'm going to put in the bearded dragon tanks. There's pumps, there's all sorts of stuff in there, and I thought it was really, really neat. I don't think I'm going to be doing fish in this tank. We don't know if it holds water yet or not. I'm going to test it probably tomorrow. But I'm thinking about building a lid and doing maybe some some White's tree frogs, or maybe red eyes. or even maybe like a crusty. I mean, it's a pretty sizable tank, so I haven't really decided yet. But that's pretty much all the updates. I have a blank 10 gallon there. The cockroaches and the centipede, they're doing amazing. The cockroaches are really big. I'll have more videos on them later. This was just kind of the overall updates. I'll have more videos up probably by the end of this week, because I'm going to be getting a lot more stuff for the python. I have my koi fish food container for the turtles, my roach breeder, which is doing amazing. But everyone else is doing great. Venus is on a diet because she's a little big. She's asleep right now. She usually goes to sleep pretty early. And yeah, I think that's it for you guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to ask me about any videos you want to see. I'm going to be trying to put together a feeding video within the next week, possibly next Wednesday when I do another snake feeding, because I've had a lot of requests asking if I could show how I do my daily feedings and all that. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.